Yes, you heard that right. Clayton Kershaw, the future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest left-handers of all time, just said Yoshinobu Yamamoto throws the baseball perfect. And honestly, he's not exaggerating. Today we're diving into what baseball's best players really say about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. From teammates to rivals, from legends to managers who've watched him dominate their lineups, everyone has something to say about the 27-year-old who just put together one of the most legendary World Series performances in baseball history. And what they're saying? It'll blow your mind. Players, legends, World Series champions, managers, they're all saying the same thing about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. This isn't just hype. This isn't media exaggeration. These are the people who know elite pitching when they see it, because they are elite. In 2025, Yamamoto threw back-to-back complete games in the postseason. Then he came back on 0 days rest to close out Game 7 of the World Series. He won 3 games in a single fall classic. He became World Series' most valuable player. And he did it all while making baseball look perfect. So buckle up, because we're about to break down exactly why the entire baseball world can't stop talking about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Let's rewind. Before Yoshinobu Yamamoto ever threw a pitch in the major leagues, he was already a legend in Japan. 3 consecutive Pacific League MVP awards, 3 from 2021 to 2023, 3 Eiji Sawamura Awards, Japan's equivalent of the Cy Young, 3 Triple Crowns, leading the league in wins, strikeouts, and ERA 3 years in a row. Oh, and he threw 2 no-hitters in consecutive seasons, the first pitcher in NPB history to do that. In 2022, he pitched Japan to their championship. In 2023, he helped Japan win the World Baseball Classic. But here's what made him different. It wasn't just that he dominated, it was how he dominated. David McKinnon, who played in NPB in 2023 and faced Yamamoto, said it bluntly, he legitimately could win your Cy Young Award next year. Like, he's that good. It's not some scrub coming over here. He's disgusting. McKinnon continued, it wasn't fun facing him. You'd go up there and it was like, maybe I can get a hit. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he makes a mistake today. Or it was like, I just gotta grind out a walk. You were just trying to not go 0 for 4. That's a major leaguer talking. Someone who's faced MLB pitching. And he's saying Yamamoto was on a completely different level. December 27, 2023, the Los Angeles Dodgers signed Yoshinobu Yamamoto to a 12-year, $325 million contract, the largest contract ever given to a pitcher at that time. The baseball world watched and waited. Could he do it in the majors? Before we get into what happened next, if you're loving this deep dive into one of baseball's most dominant pitchers, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. We're Foul Ball, and we bring you the stories, analysis, and real quotes that nobody else is covering. You don't want to miss what comes next. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get back to Yamamoto's journey. March 21st, 2024, Seoul, South Korea, MLB World Tour, Yoshinobu Yamamoto's major league debut. And it was a disaster. 1 inning pitched, 5 runs allowed, 4 hits, 1 walk. The 5 runs were the most ever allowed by a Dodgers starter in their debut pitching 1 inning or less. The doubters came out immediately. Overpaid, can't handle MLB hitters. Another NPB bust. But here's what separates great pitchers from good ones: how they respond. April 6th, against the Chicago Cubs, Yamamoto got his first MLB win. 8 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed, 5 scoreless innings, retired the last 10 batters he faced. Then June 15th happened. 2 innings into a start against Kansas City, Yamamoto felt something in his shoulder, a strained rotator cuff. He missed 3 months, from mid-June to early September. Austin Barnes, Dodgers backup catcher, watched his teammates struggle. He's one of the best pitchers in the world. Everybody wrapped their arms around him. Pitching coach Mark Pryor said, everybody wrapped their arms around him. Even Clayton Kershaw had to remind him. Once in a while, you just have to remind him, you are a stud. Yamamoto finished his rookie season with a 7-2 record and 3.00 ERA in just 18 starts. Not bad, but not what people expected from a $325 million pitcher. Then came October 2024, Game 1 of the NLDS against San Diego. Yamamoto gave up 5 runs in 3 innings. He was devastated. His teammates saw it. They felt it. But that adversity? That's what forged him into what he became in 2025. 2025, Yamamoto's sophomore season, and everything clicked. 12-8 record, 2.49 ERA during the regular season, complete command of 6 pitches, Fastball, curveball, splitter, sinker, cutter, and slider. Clayton Kershaw watched in awe. The way he throws the baseball is perfect. No wasted movement, so efficient. And then he can do everything. He came here, fastball, curveball, splitter, basically. And now he's throwing sinkers, cutters, sliders. So he's got 6 pitches with command that he uses really well. It was amazing. It was really impressive. Brandon Gomes, Dodgers GM, said it perfectly. In an ideal world, everybody is Yamamoto, with great stuff and 80 command. But not many people can do that. You have to figure out the skill that you want to lean into. Translation? Yamamoto has both elite stuff and elite command. That combination is nearly impossible to find. But the regular season? That was just the warm-up. October 2025, the postseason. This is where Yoshinobu Yamamoto became a legend. NLCS, Game 2 against Milwaukee. Yamamoto threw a complete game, 9 innings, 8 strikeouts, dominant. Then came the World Series against Toronto, Game 2. After Blake Snell struggled in Game 1 and the Dodgers bullpen gave up 9 home runs, the pressure was on Yamamoto to save the series. And he delivered. Complete game. Again, 8 strikeouts, 1 run allowed, 105 pitches. Freddie Freeman could barely find the words. It's hard to... There's not enough adjectives, superlatives, anything you want to say. There's just not. To do it in back-to-back starts. And what? In less than 110 pitches. It's amazing, Freeman continued, explaining what made Yamamoto so dominant. He was landing his splitter on 0-0 counts. As the game got on, that curveball just became more of a strike pitch too early on. He would flash the heater up and into righties and 2-seamers in. There was one time he called back-to-back sliders, and I was like, what? He's got that thing too. There's a reason the Dodgers wanted him so bad a couple of years ago, and I'm glad we did. Yamamoto became the first pitcher to throw multiple complete games in a single postseason since Madison Bumgarner in 2014. Dave Roberts, Dodgers manager. He's pitched in huge ball games in Japan. He's pitched in the WBC. Players that have the weight of a country on their shoulders, that's pressure. So I just feel that part of his DNA is to just perform at a high level in big spots and control his heartbeat, and just continue to make pitches. The Dodgers headed back to Los Angeles tied 1-1. If you're enjoying this breakdown of Yamamoto's legendary postseason, make sure you're subscribed to Foul Ball. We tell the real stories with the real quotes that matter. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and tell us, is Yoshinobu Yamamoto already one of the best pitchers in baseball? We want to hear from you. Now, back to the most insane part of this story. Game 6. Toronto. Do or die for the Dodgers, down 3-2 in the series. Yamamoto started, 6 innings, 96 pitches, 1 run allowed, 6 strikeouts. Dodgers won 3-1 to force Game 7. After the game, Yamamoto approached his personal trainer, Osamu Yada. Lowering his head, he said, "Thank you for everything this year." He figured his season was over. Dave Roberts thought the same thing. He told the media, Yamamoto would be the only pitcher unavailable for Game 7, but Yada had other ideas. He told Yamamoto, "Let's see if you can throw in the bullpen tomorrow." Game 7th, November 1st, 2025. Rogers Center, Toronto. The Dodgers and Blue Jays battled back and forth. Benches cleared. Leads changed hands. The game went to extra innings, 10th inning. The Dodgers bullpen was exhausted. And then, warming up in the bullpen, Yamamoto. Freddie Freeman looked over and couldn't believe his eyes. When I looked at him in the bullpen warming up, I said, "No way, Yoshi is doing it." And then he came in and was firing darts. He had command. Yamamoto had never pitched on back-to-back days. Not in Japan, not in the majors, never. But on this night, with the World Series on the line, he came in and pitched 2.2 scoreless innings, 8 outs, 1 hit allowed, 1 walk. Will Smith hit a go-ahead home run in the 11th inning. Yamamoto closed it out. World Series champions. Dave Roberts grabbed the microphone in the celebration. Yamamoto is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Yama's the GOAT. Yamamoto finished the World Series with 3 wins, 17 2/3 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed total, a 1.02 ERA. He became the first pitcher to win 3 games in a World Series since Randy Johnson in 2001. He's only the 4th pitcher ever to win both Game 6 and Game 7 of a World Series. World Series MVP unanimously. So what do his teammates say? Let's hear it straight from them. Shohei Ohtani, his teammate and friend. "I really think he's the #1 pitcher in the world. Everyone on the team thinks that too." That's Shohei Ohtani, the best player in baseball, calling Yamamoto the #1 pitcher in the world. Freddie Freeman after that Game 7 performance. I mean, he pitched last night. Started. He threw the most innings out of our pitchers tonight. Game 7 had everything you could possibly think of. From benches clearing to changing leads to tying games, then Miguel Rojas hitting the game-tying home run with 1 out in the 9th. Just so many things happened. Freeman also revealed what happened in the bullpen during Game 3, a marathon 18-inning game just 2 days after Yamamoto's complete game. I heard he was throwing 10, 15 miles an hour in the bullpen, and they said, "Hey, can you go?" And he said, "Yeah, I can go." And they're like, "Well, you need to pick it up because you're going to come into the 19th inning." And they said his next pitch was 97 dotted down and away in the bullpen. Read that again. After throwing a complete game, Yamamoto was ready to pitch in the 19th inning of Game 3 if needed. And when they told him to pick it up, his next pitch was 97 miles per hour, perfectly located. That's not normal. That's legendary. Blake Snell, Dodgers teammate. Snell said Yamamoto's complete game performance looked like the stuff of video games. Will Smith, Dodgers catcher who caught Yamamoto all postseason. That was incredible. I talked to him yesterday. I was like, "Hey, if you can give us one, we're going to win." He gave us 3. That was special. He'll have a few months off. I know he's going to need it, but I'm just happy for him. Austin Barnes, backup catcher. What he did tonight was he gave us everything he had. It was one of the better pitched games I've seen, against a really tough lineup. He's awesome. We couldn't ask for anything else. Kike Hernandez, Dodgers utility player. Obviously, when you've got a guy like Yoshinobu Yamamoto on your team, it makes things a little easier, So, what makes Yoshinobu Yamamoto different? What separates him from every other great pitcher? It's his mentality. Before the 2025 World Series, Yamamoto had a catchphrase, 4 words that defined his entire approach. Dave Roberts revealed it. He said before the series, losing is not an option. And he had that look tonight. Losing isn't an option. At the Dodgers championship parade, Yamamoto addressed the fans. He opened in Spanish, "Buenas tardes." Then he said, "You know what? Losing isn't an option. Thank you, my teammates, my coaches, amazing staff, and all the fans. We did it together. I love the Dodgers. I love Los Angeles." Roberts expanded on Yamamoto's mindset. "It's pretty crazy. I'm kind of crazy for sending him back out there, but I just felt he was the best option. We needed a next-level performance from Yamamoto, and we got it. It's unheard of. And I think that there's a mind component. There's a delivery, which is a flawless delivery. And there's just an unwavering will. I just haven't seen it. I really haven't. All that combined. There's certain players that want moments, and there's certain players that want it for the right reasons. But Yoshi is a guy that I just completely implicitly trust, and he's made me a pretty dang good manager. An unwavering will. I just haven't seen it." That's from a manager who's coached Clayton Kershaw, Mookie Betts, and Shohei Ohtani. Here's what makes Yamamoto truly special: his efficiency. Clayton Kershaw broke it down. The way he throws the baseball is perfect. No wasted movement. So efficient. In Game 2 of the World Series, after the Blue Jays put runners on base in the first 3 innings, Yamamoto was at 46 pitches through 3 frames. The next 6 innings, only 59 pitches. He got better as the game went on. Yamamoto himself was surprised. "To be honest, I was not thinking I can complete the game because my pitch count racked up kind of quickly. But I'm very happy I completed the game." Freddie Freeman was astonished. To do it in back-to-back starts. And what? In less than 110 pitches. It's amazing. Dave Roberts after Game 2. He could have went another 30-40 pitches. When he starts a game, he expects to finish. Let's talk numbers. 2025 postseason. 5-1 record. 1.45 ERA, 33 strikeouts in 37.1 innings. First pitcher to throw back-to-back complete games in a postseason since Curt Schilling in 2001. World Series specifically 3-0 record, 1.02 ERA, 17.2 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, total 15 strikeouts. First pitcher to win 3 games in a World Series since Randy Johnson in 2001. First pitcher ever to win 3 road games in a single World Series. Combined regular season and postseason in 2025, Yamamoto allowed 0 or 1 run in 20 of his 35 starts. That's not just elite, that's historic. So what's the secret? What do all these players, coaches, and rivals know about Yoshinobu Yamamoto? It's the combination of everything. Elite stuff across 6 pitches, 80-grade command, perfect mechanics, 0 wasted movement, an unwavering will, a mentality that says losing isn't an option. Clayton Kershaw, perfect. Shohei Ohtani, The number one pitcher in the world, Freddie Freeman. Not enough adjectives. Dave Roberts. The GOAT. David McKinnon. Disgusting. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is 27 years old. He has 2 World Series championships, 1 World Series MVP, a $325 million contract that now looks like a bargain. And he's just getting started. Every year, Yoshinobu Yamamoto gets better. Every postseason, he proves he's built for the biggest moments. What he did in the 2025 World Series is something baseball will remember forever. Back-to-back complete games. Coming back on 1 day's rest to close out Game 7. 3 wins. World Series MVP. That's not just great pitching. That's legendary. If Yoshinobu Yamamoto's story gave you chills, you need to subscribe to Foul Ball right now. We bring you the real stories, the real quotes, and the deep analysis that makes baseball more than just a game. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if Yamamoto's World Series performance was one of the greatest you've ever seen. And drop a comment. What was your favorite moment from Yamamoto's postseason? The back-to-back complete games? Game 7 on 1 day's rest? Let us know. Make sure notifications are on so you never miss our next video. This is Foul Ball, where we don't just talk stats, we talk about the legends who create them. We'll see you in the next one. Because as long as Yoshinobu Yamamoto is pitching, we're witnessing greatness. Every single start.